And there goes the Void Arc off into the horizon. No, away from the sunset. Anyways, hey there folks, rinimt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Heavensward. In the last part we did Hullbreaker hard, and people have reading comprehension issues. And now it's time for the Weeping City. I'm gonna try so hard not to call his nickname. I probably will at some point. Arya, I was just about to fly out to Ishgard and track you down. Remember Ketchi, that Mhach familiar? We've been working with him on a plan to find Diablos and the Queen's Coffin. There have been void-sent sightings from pirates all over, so we know that bat-winged bugger is hiding someplace in the sky. We just don't know exactly where. And as for going about pinpointing the location, Leofard and the feline are bickering over exactly how. That's where you come in. If you've got a spare moment or two, we could use a third opinion to break the stalemate. Besides all that, Leofard's eager to have another hand to help in the search, so coming over to the Perrick as soon as you're able. You know the way from here, don't you? Alright, let's head on over! And head on in. Oh wait. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Thanks for coming. The captain and the cat are inside, still having their discussion. Talk to Leofard, will you? Before I strangle the both of them. Hello. If you're here to ask about the Queen's Coffin, you best turn around and walk straight out again. This aggravating furballs turn my mood sour as month-old algoat milk. Leofard, Arya's come all this way to help us at your request, I might add. She deserves to hear where we stand on the search at least. The search is giving me ulcers is what it is. By all reports, Diablos is lurking somewhere in the heavens, building up his forces. The sky is a vast dome as high as its ocean is deep. We've not the power to scour every damn floating rock. Not when I tried my luck with Ralia. You remember her, don't you? Captain of the town, blonde hair, one eye, stole our bloody compass. Well, I've been eavesdropping from that link crawly slits in the case and hoping to catch something useful. All I've heard from her and her sorry crew snoring, grumbling, jibs about the Archbishop's holy nethers. In the end, seems to be no choice but to do this the hard way, but a certain mule in annoyance refuses to acknowledge the truth of it. You cannot possibly hope to investigate the entire sky with this meager handful of ne'er-do-wells. I find my suggestion to seek aid from your fellow pirate gangs a perfectly reasonable one under the circumstances. Stow it, you mangy alley cat! You've not the faintest idea of how sky pirates operate. Best case scenario, we'd be locked into a deal to hand over any treasure we find. That's assuming we weren't laughed out of the room to begin with. You cannot assume that every man and woman shares your base morality. If we even made the attempt, I'm sure we could convince some few of the nobility of our cause. And so it goes round and round. Knowing pirates as I do, I find myself siding with the captain on this. Well, have you, Arya? Any thoughts on the matter? I'm gonna stay silent. Seems that even the Grey Warrior of Light has no simple solution for this problem. However we tackle things, though, we have a long road ahead of us. I'll see if I can't think of a better way to shorten it. You might as well head back to your ventures, Arya, unless you're willing to lend us your experience in another matter, that is. Utada, our chief engineer, has been mumbling about the Void Ark and cursing under her breath for days. Maybe as you can provide some insight into her dilemma. She's conducting her research in the Sea of Clouds, yes? Well, I should rather discuss the properties of the Void Ark than continue with this fruitless debate. I shall see you down there, Arya. Alright, let's go find Utada. What troubles you, Mistress Utada? We were told that some matter regarding the Void Ark was causing you no small measure of grief. Mistress Utada, what are you? I feel so much better now! My apologies, Ketchi. You had the misfortune entering my field of view just as I felt the intense desire to squeeze something warm and furry. It's this damn little ecto compass. I made another one you see identical in all respects to the first compass that Radley stole. But look, it points in a completely different direction to where the Void Ark should currently be. I don't understand what I did wrong. I used the same plans, the same parts. Can't imagine that would be infuriating. You are certain there are no flaws in the design of the materials? Positive, I've tweaked and adjusted and replaced every single piece, but it refuses to function as intended. I'm on the verge of tossing the blasted thing over the edge. What do you make of this, Arya? I don't think the compass is broken. Yes, I am inclined to agree. Judging by your previous work, it would seem unlikely that the compass itself is defective. We must consider other factors. Might you explain to us the principle by which the Echo Compass tracks the Void Ark? It all comes down to etheric signature. I discovered that the Void Ark is encompassed by energy of rather peculiar composition, so I turned the compass to follow its So I simply tuned the compass to follow its unique trail. An energy of peculiar composition, you say? Of course! The Ark was propelled by the siphoned energies of Void Scent. Could it be that the compass was tracking not the vessel itself, but the aether of the entities imprisoned within? That would certainly explain why the compass now points in a different direction than one would expect. After all, Diablos and the Shadow Queen are no longer on board the Ark. Are you implying that if we plotted a course based on the readings from the Ecto Compass, we will arrive on the demon's doorstep? So to speak. Just so, Mistress Utada. Assuming my theory is correct, we no longer require outside assistance to pursue our elusive quarry. Yay! Oh, Stacia, what perfect timing! You won't believe the wonderful discovery we've just... Airships have been spotted en route to our nest! If it's revenge they are looking for, we best head back and make ready for them. Oh, hello. Truce, Redbill. We need your help to save Captain Bradley. You're one of Radley's favorites. You threatened my crew, steal our compass, and now you come to crawl into me for help? What kind of unholy mess have you cretins stumbled into? Aye, we took your damn compass, but it didn't show us to the ghost ship. We ended up at some moldy old ruins lousy with void scent. Before we knew it, some sort of spider demon was knocking our ships out of the sky. The two of us managed to pull away, but we saw what happened to them as got caught on the ground. The captain survived the massacre. She's stuck there with no wings to fly out again. Why don't you give that link for a listen, Captain? Might be as we can learn if Bradley is alive or dead at least. Ugh, so much buzzing. Can't hear a blast. Wait, I'm getting some words. They're after Mhach artifact. Damn demons are searching. Hide. And then a bunch of screaming. Seems Radley is still kicking for now, but who knows for how long. Those screams were an act and concern me fooled. I don't think the Talons are laying a trap here. I'd have a mind to lead Radley to her fate, but I never turn my back on an adventure, especially when the sun treasures in the air, eh? Now tell me where you found these ruins. You help us then? You're a good man, Redbill. We left the captain in the famed Saltmoor, just northwest of Mordona. In Fame, you say? Then you must speak of the ruined shell of Mhach itself. By Shantoto's black heart, could they be after the Null Stone? What's that, Puss? You think you know what those fiends are after? Right, you taught us. See if these talons are patched up, then have the rain meal ready to fly. And don't spare the oil. You know I love to hear her purr. Oh yeah, Stacia, bring the furball to my quarters and we'll have ourselves a chat about our impending trip to old Mhach. We're back up to the chambers. Oh my gosh. Right, Furball, let's hear about this artifact that Diablos is looking for. If I'm to speak of the Null Stone, then I must first explain the method by which Mhach sorcerers would bind the Void Scent into service. The more powerful the Void Scent, the more difficult it is to manifest its presence in this world. Their own immense strength weighs them down like an anchor, you see, preventing them from breaking the surface of our dimension. And that's why they cooperate with mortal sorcerers. A mage can provide a suitable vessel for the summoning, or rip a large enough hole in the fabric of reality for the entity itself to step through. Let me guess. The mage forces the Void Scent to agree to a pact in return for the invitation to our world. That is correct, but it would be foolhardy to expect such devious and malevolent creatures to abide by the spirit of even the most carefully worded contract. Thus did the Mhach Mage construct an occult device that would more securely bind the Void Scent to their will, a safeguardosaurus that, to the best of my knowledge, yet lies entombed within the remnants of the ancient city. Excuse me. The Null Stone was seen as a last resort. Should the Void Scent break its pact and turn on its summoner, the mage could use the relic to disperse the very essence of even the most potent entity, obliterating it completely. I can't see the royals of the void taking too kindly to a threat like that. Seems the sorcerers were just as ruthless as the monsters they summoned. When it came to the glory of Mhach, the ends justified the means. In any event, we can be certain that Diablo seeks to secure the Null Stone before it falls into mortal hands, and therefore ensure that its Gothic will reign unopposed. Alright, so we know what the fiends are after, but what I don't understand is why such a valuable relic was left behind when the mages knew a colossal flood was on the way. Its value was the very reason they chose not to risk its relocation. The Null Stone is kept within a structure constructed for the purpose, secured behind powerful wards and protected by deadly guardians. And with the rising of the waters, they reasoned that the artifact would be sunk along with the city, far beyond the reach of vengeful White Scent. But now that Yafame is more swamp than sea, the demons only have the wars and the guardians to deal with, and I doubt they'd be wasting their time down there in the mud if they didn't have some trick to break through the wards. This becomes a race to see who can nab the treasure first, which is just the sort of contest the Sky Pirate lives for. So we slip into the ruins, pinch the relic, then rescue Radlia right from under the fiend's noses. Well, I suppose we could save her while we're poking around for loot. I'll grab the new compass from Mutatis so we know where we're going. Check your weapons, pack your small clothes, and meet me up by the landing when you're ready to fly. We'll fly directly to Yafame from here. Once we arrive, you forge ahead with your band of adventurers as you did on the Ark Aria. Just keep slicing to the death until you reach that Null Stone. We don't want to risk getting knocked out of the skies like the Talon, so we best land a little ways out from the ruins and head in on foot. The Furball says he knows the place well enough to guide you, so me and the Red Bills will follow behind on rescue duty. You concentrate on smashing the path through to the artifact. We'll check the nooks and crannies for Radley and her crew. Don't let your guard down once you reach the ruins, though, eh? There's likely golems and such in there, where they're worse than the fiends outside. We wouldn't want our hero losing her head now, would we? The Weeping City of Mhach is now accessible. So, again, we may have issues with people wanting to speedrun this, as in we are definitely going to have issues with it. Slightly less than Void Ark, but still going to be there. I need to repair. What can I repair real quick? Idleshire. I should have just returned, but... Turns out dying multiple times with Sephiroth eats into your gear. Oh my gosh, 45 minutes later. 45 minutes later. So hopefully people don't leave when they see what this is. Because people do that, as we've been over before. Weeping City of Mhach. Weeping City, or as I'm probably going to call it, so I'm just going to start now, Wiping City. There's a reason. You'll find out why. Weeping City. So, we're going to have some basic trash pulls to kick things off here. Let's just go ahead and do the rule of threes if my buttons will cooperate. Okay, well. My pulls, I literally made it because we've got more of these Ceratrusus alligator crocodigators here. And of course, they aren't pulling them together because that would be too easy. Alright, so after these, we do have one more trash pull, this time with spiders. Endear your fame with a wretched Morris it has become. So, definitely we fall within the rule of threes here. You get out of the goop. And there's a tank that is not bringing everything close together. Gosh dang it. Alright. Do you spy that wreckage up ahead? Could that be one of the talons down vessels? So here is the spider that was mentioned in the cutscene, Arachne Eve. Aha! Were there more of you blood-filled morsels? How I will sup this day. Hi, buttons, work, thank you. So, this is going to be a basic tank and spank for the first little bit. Avoid the butt right now during Silken Spray, otherwise you take damage, and I think vulnerability stack? Alright, I got a marker on me. I want to run this out, because Arachne Eve is going to send out some of these webs all over the place. And you don't want to be that person who puts it right next to the boss. Expanding thing, followed by a proximity AoE, which is where Arachne is going to appear for us. More of these. We saw these in Void Arc with the good old gotta break people free, another Silken Spray. And Arachne is going to run to the mill. Nasty little insects! You will scurry so within my web. In which case, we're going to be sent up above, and there's going to be 3 Keynotes that appear in our aggro list. So we need to wait for a spider to appear up here. Somewhere. Spinning spider, it's over there. We want to kill it, so because it's going to make a tear in the web, we can fall down, and I've got a web made on me. Deal with these Keynotes. Eventually, Arachne will start pulling us back up. It's like, wait, you're not supposed to be down there. Not strong enough, not strong enough. I must be on more than flesh. Yeah, and eventually that pull will be melted. You basically want like an entire party to go down ASAP to deal with it, and of course, we got enough people down here, but I think it's because we split it too. Yeah, we got roughly a party down here. Do what you have done. My poor web is in tatters. Yeah, well, too bad. So most people end up just beating up on the Arachne Eve while it's up there, but you want to bring it down here. I think eventually those implosions are going to get nastier and nastier. So this time we're going to have a knock around thing. The expanding AoE followed by proximity right after the webbing is from Void Arc. And also going to be sending out 3 of these webs once again. Oh my gosh. Fortunately, I can't say much about that spinning there. We're going to have a stack, and we have the classic that they run away with the stack marker. Oh, Oh my gosh, come on. People do not want to run away with stack marker. Hold. Alright. Frond feared. Let's look away. You know what's fun? Tanking Arachne, and then suddenly your computer starts lagging and it uses Friend of Feared. Yeah, so you start running her all over the place. It's so fun! Hope y'all can hear the sarcasm in my voice because... Yeah, so this time, hopefully people can aim these things pretty well. We will want to keep an eye on where they are. So, input here. Yep. So this time, we actually want to go in there. We'll get the digestive fluid debuff. But by being in this heavy, basically, we cannot be pulled in like all these other people are being. Also, I really should have been doing this the entire time. You also didn't want to be standing too close to the center because that was also a secret proximity AoE. When Henry Prey bites back, I must warn Lord Forgal. I can find the exit. I always get us turned around here. Let's go ahead and breed, and we are going to want to be knocked around in this water if we can get into it, not run into a ledge. Or a ledge that you can't drop off of. And we are now officially in Mhach. And there's a stupid rock there. Stupid rock. Let's jump down these cliffs. They finally have learned, hey, maybe we shouldn't do all that. So Maki Boot, yeah, this is not a good sign. People are going to run into the boss. So, first off, we're going to have some Maki Boots, followed by Maki Ghosts and Black Mage Corpses. Black Mage Corpses, of course, you'll want to try and group up like so. So you can do the classic rule of 3. Once that's cleared, our path will clear for us. However, they are teaching us about the next trash pull, which is going to have a lot more than Maki Boots, which are going to start coming towards us where we're coming in here. And roll a 3. Alright, before I got into another battle there. So this time, instead of the Black Mage Ghost, we're going to have 3 of these Maki Ghosts. What originally happened is you would have each party take 1, but now everyone just kind of gangs up on them. Because we're a little bit stronger now than we were back when this was current content. I barely remember this when it was current. I do. I was playing Summoner at the time, and a piece of gear for Summoner dropped, and there was 2 other Summoners in the party, and it was an upgrade for me, but the 2 other Summoners decided, oh, we're gonna roll for it, and I didn't get it. Even though it was an upgrade for me, so it was, yeah. I'm not terribly fond of water. We must aim for the pyramidal structure, but where the void sent, the air is thick with a otherworldly stench. So, most people remember Final Fantasy X, right? This is Forgal. Yeah, I really hope you remember Final Fantasy X here. Cause I just do. I really hope you do. So, right now we are not going to be in those puddles, which I missed it. Otherwise, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. For now. It's fine. I just don't want to do it too many times. You don't want to be in those lines, and that's exactly why, because you will die a horrible death. Necro Purge, I believe, is just going to be this thing again. Let's be out of it. Let's last forever this time. Oh my gosh, seriously, what the heck? Thank you. Just want to hit the butt. Alright, now we have these little pillar things, and you keep an eye and make sure they all get hit. So you want to be standing on them. I can forget that one for not being still on at the time. Because if you're not, you get vulnerability stacks, and that's painful. Also, it's big, range-wide AoE. Brand of the Fallen, Dorito stacking. You do want to be stacking. This is a silent stack marker. If not, you will be, I think, toaded? Yeah, you get turned into a toad. Evil Mist is just going to... It was just preparing for nothing, I think. So now we have some ads. There's going to be 3. We want to go for the north one first. There's a reason. It's the most painful one. Or the most annoying to leave alive. So it is the Succubus. We want to go for the Succubus first because, well, you know. The other 2 do have aggro tables, even though one of them looks like an enemy that does it. Yeah, so Succubus can do Charm, which is, of course, really, really bad. The Hawk second, just because it has some also nasty attacks. Like that Tail Drive. Let's go ahead and stand on this one. And, of course, I went for the Hodge for second, so I did the Hawk. So as you are standing on these, you will have a bleed effect, but you do not want to be otherwise. Alright, so once those are down, we're going to get hit by his super attack. So, Mana Explosion. However, my Lord warned the mortals of something, something, something. It just got drowned out. Necropurge! We want to pay attention to this Necropurge. We want to be in it. We want to get hit. Do not get hit. It is very bad. We glimpse around that awaits you after death. Drink deep from the chalice of oblivion. So remember how I mentioned Final Fantasy X? Megadeth! If you're a zombie, you do not get hit by Megadeth! This is total Untitled reference. Yeah. And that's basically phase 2 of this fight is... Yeah. Megadeth. Oh, the deaths that happen from people not paying attention. So Evil Mist is going to happen again, but this time we're not going to see the pulls on the floor right away. We actually want to look for the green balls. We want to be near said green balls. Otherwise, see, Megadeth is being prepared, but wait, we don't see the stuff on the ground. Yeah, you need to be near the green balls. And watch as people die. Dun dun dun. Yeah, that was only, what, like 5 people? Yeah, I've seen worse. I've seen entire parties die. Yeah. Like I said, welcome to part 2 of this. Hellwind. Hellwind is going to drop us all down to single-digit health. This is a healer check. Healers need to immediately be ready to heal us up, which they are not. Alright, Doritos stack on us, so I don't want to go for anything yet. After so long, I'm arisen. Hold not be buried here. Whoops, be okay. Actually, I do actually want to pay attention to what alliance I'm in for this dungeon, for this raid. It actually is important. Not for the same, like, major importance it was in, like, Labyrinth of the Ancients, but it is important to know what alliance you're in. Because there are splitting things, just not to the same extreme. They learn, the wonders of Mhach architecture. 15 centuries in the flood later, and still it stands. So this fight, we're gonna see this first off, this big stone face. Then you'll see these 2 rooms to the side. A, B, C. Like I said, splitting is back. So C is gonna obviously want to go right, A is gonna want to go to the left. Yeah. B sticks to the middle. So the B tank does want to take this one, even though the C tank just totally tried to take it. So the tank wants to point this away from the group, because otherwise it's very painful. It has a conal tank thing, so these modifiers are going to appear in the side rooms. I actually wish I was in the ARC here. So that's where the groups want to split, and of course we lost the DPS here. So yeah, I see these barriers appear, and we are officially split. So now they have these Phantanopes. Yeah, that. And they want to take care of that before their barrier drops. However, one person is going to want to stay behind on each side, because a button's going to eventually appear here. Eventually. But now we can all just kind of start beating up on the headstone. And I am going to go risky strat here. So Flaring Epigraph is starting to prepare. However, possession dolls, baby! So this is where you start playing chicken as a melee. You want to wait till the last second to go into the thing, and I'm gonna go now. I'm chicken. I'm sorry. I failed the game of chicken. Also, I know the true north. So if you're outside there, it's death. You're just dead. Goodbye. So long. Farewell. Okay. Actually, I wouldn't mind those pants for my healer. It's a good clan piece. Departing now, the Maker's spark. A shadow face. Stone eyes growing dark. So, we've already had Final Fantasy X in this dungeon. In this raid. How do y'all like some Final Fantasy IX? Barring our way is a terrible sphere that has devoured entire cities. We must prove the stronger if we are to reach the Null Stone. Oh, I know that shape. I know that look. I know that name in the right. It's Osma. We have to fight Osma. Yes. That Osma. The one everyone knows well. So again, A, B, C. This time we're all going to be fighting the same target though. We're just split into the different things because it actually does matter. The tank's going to want to stick to one of these little corners here. Everyone else is going to want to be on the opposite side of the tank. There is a reason for this, and goodbye. If you get this marker, you want to run it off to the side. Ideally, you get these properly split. It's never properly split. Drops a proximity attack, or AoE. And it's also going to spawn an add. So let's go ahead and target it. And get back to Osma. Of course, Osma does not have a positional on him. He is neutral positional, so we can attack wherever, thankfully. And he is going to change shape. So if we see this triangle shape, we want to go to the sides of this main platform. Otherwise... Ooh, he didn't get hit. I'm actually surprised. Otherwise, he does that conal in this main platform, and it's pain and destruction and ow. So eventually, he'll go back to this orb and prepare a black hole. This is going to bring back some Labyrinth of the Ancient Memories. Not nearly as bad, though. So again, we are going to be split into the 3 different groups. Automatically split. Don't worry. None of that nonsense. We've got Atmosus here, otherwise known as Singularity Echoes. However, positionals are back. So you do want at least one person on that. This is going to spawn as Singularity Ripples. Go ahead and take care of our Echo and our Ripple. And we're good. We can jump on, and we will find over here Osma Shade. Osma Shade is going to have one key attack, and it's going to be a look away, so we need to watch out for it. And thankfully, it makes it very easy because it's a very, very big look away attack. Yeah, assimilation. Very, very giant eye. Like, come on. You get hit by that. I don't know what to tell you. It's going to turn you to stone. Eventually, he's going to start preparing something else. He never, ever gets there. So we're back to actual Osma here. Okay, it's fine. Stack attack. It's a stack. I mean, come on. Oh, I'm barely in it. Alright, Osma should be going to square. Alright, square, you want to be up nice and close, giving Osma a hug, just not walking off the platform. Because the next time the AoE is going to be an out, and then there's going to be these orbs that are going around, and this is where the tank does not want to do that! Tank, stay still! Please! So yeah, these orbs are going to go around. Ideally, someone takes them, grabs them, starts getting hit by them. Yeah. Yeah, that's why the tank needs to be standing off to the side, because, yeah. Alright, so I got one of these. Let's go ahead and drop it back here. Of course, I had just used that, so it's going to drop multiple proximity AoEs, and this is why you really need to know where to drop them, because when you get 2 going like that, you don't want them on top of each other. It'd be nice if we could see the other attack here at Osma. Hi. Doomsday Impact in 20 seconds. If we don't see it, I'll explain it. I at least know Osma well enough. So Osma and Wannabe Unalaska are why this place is called Wiping City. They cause so many wipes when this is correct. Alright, triangle, square, okay. Nice up and close. Give it a hug. Give it a hug. Alright, so we didn't get to see the other attack. The Gloriole is now sealed. So yeah, the other attack Osma has... Oh my god, that's a lot of clears. Holy heck. Okay, come on, you gotta wait for us with this, right? I'm actually gonna need that. So anyways, the other attack Osma has is it'll put a dice above your head, it'll start ticking down. When it hits 1, or 2, 1, you want to stop moving, attacking everything. Especially 1. If you're moving, what happens? You'll get smacked. And it's not fun. So welcome to a bad haircut. Boy, she really got has the COVID hair going on here. Yep, there we go. Know your Slayer intruders. Yep. See, like half the alliance was new and they still pulled it early. That's cool. Half the alliance new and it's pulled early. Alright, so, haircut is a half arena attack. We barely just saw it. We'll see it again. Don't worry. I'll have time this minute. So you want to stay away from the side that actually has this big throw and arrow. Extension is going to put an AoE on the ground, which is going to eventually disappear. If the tank is nice, what the tank can do here is, when you see what side the extension actually goes onto here, or what side her hair grows, you can actually turn her. And that way, people don't have to reposition. It's just really such a nice courtesy thing for, well, everyone, honestly. Alright, did anyone get caught in that? Nope. So if anyone's caught in that, you need to break him free, otherwise, it's bad. So, while she is charging up here, magic charge thing, got some chasing lasers, which people always run into everything else, even though it's returning from, literally returning from, whatchamacallit, World of Darkness. People still chase it into everyone. Have you ever witnessed such coy to perfection? The edges of my tresses are sharper than swords. So yeah, she just used Dancing Mad. FF6 reference now. So yeah, again, she's going extension on that side, so we're going to want to stick to her right. I think for a second there. Yeah, we want to stick to her right now. I can pull it in, do another extension, except this time it's going to put things on the ground. So we need to pay attention to what these come up as, actually. Sounds like I need to go behind me based on what I've heard. Yep, so you want to look for these axes. When you see the axes, you want to go towards them. You do not want to be near the clubby one. Clubby one is vulnerability stack. Go on that side. Let's go ahead and avoid it. Another thing on the ground there. Another extension. So, okay, someone got caught in the entanglement. Multiple people got caught. Actually, we want to get the heck out of the middle. Try and not get caught. So, I almost got out. Almost got out. Yeah, if you're in the middle, it's really bad. What side am I on? I'm on the death and destruction side. Okay, death charge. Again, you need to look for what side her hair is extended. Be on the other side. When you finish with that death charge, so you do not get smacked. You do not have time to get out after she's finished that death charge. Alright. So now, instead of the axes, I believe we're going to have lines. So we need to watch for where these lines are and avoid them, because they're going to go across the arena. And again, pain, death, destruction, yada yada yada. Half arena. Yeah, you get the idea here. Seriously, half the alliance, and they pull early. People. It would not kill them to wait 30 seconds. Really want it. Wait, was she part of the Null Stone? Sure seems to be what it's looking like here. So, fun fact about wiping City of Mhach. I don't have this minion on my main character. I don't have this minion on my secondary character. Because I'm not winning that with the 21. I'm doomed to never get this minion, I swear. Doesn't matter the character. Never getting this minion. Oh, what's left in the wood pool? The minion and a body piece. I don't know why I'm waiting for the minion. I'm not winning it with that roll. Okay, seriously, we're doing this? This is like the most, I'll say, asshole move you could do is just, oh, I'm just gonna wait here and hope people leave so I can just get it automatically. Just roll on the dang loot. You always know which group it is, too, because you can always see the other treasure coffers sitting up there. You always know. Yeah. There was no way I was winning that. Yeah, someone got a 91. Doomed to never get lined up Caliphistary. Doomed, I tell you. Doomed. So, this is the Hearth of Ruins, eh? You have done a fine job dismantling the defenses, Arya. I only wish we could say we had the same success, but Rally and her talents were nowhere to be found. Yes, it is quite distressing, but we must focus on claiming the prize at hand. The Null Stone is ours! And how do you plan on carrying that? It's like as big as you. You've left me such an inviting trail of destruction to follow. Wait, I know you. Well, 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 if it's an adventure of so long to dismember, praise Lord Diablos for this opportunity. I shall gift you your head in gratitude. Ah, and speaking of gifts, I've brought a present to celebrate our gleeful reunion. This is the lovely lass you've been oh so desperately seeking, isn't it? Unless you wish to see her rent limb from limb, then you will hand over the Null Stone. You think I care about her worthless limbs? That woman's done naught but causes grief, and I just thought to crow over her grave. Don't give me that look, Radley. What? You thought I was here to save your sorry hide? You've never been an obstacle to me. Do you remember the first time we met? You were roaring with laughter at the sight of all them Alacum relics until I used your pretty blonde head as a stepping stone. Damn you, you selfish bastard! Damn you for expecting you to act any different! If I had my weapons, I'd blow up a lively hole in your belly! Have you forgotten how awful a shot you are? Not much of a threat when I've seen you miss the side of a cathedral at 10 yalms. Silence, you grinning fool! You've ruined my moment, and now I'll ruin your smirking face. Now, puss. What? Oh, get burned. This world is not your stage, unholy harlequin. Be gone from our realm. Sure got used that last time we fought him. Grr, crap. A clever farce, mortals, but the show is not over. Not until you scream. The beggar got away. I think we'd best do the same. Hello, Ketchy. You were in my way of targeting the embassy I needed. No, that was some excitement, wasn't it, Arya? Probably a little too much for Radlia, but we gave her a bed to sleep off the worst of her ordeal. She'll likely be back to her usual cheerful self in no time. Quite a successful jaunt, all told. You and me, we make a pretty good partnership. But I've got words for you, Furball. He said that relic would obliterate avoids it completely. Seems to me that foppish fiend just got scorched before he slipped away. Well, that was scarcely a fraction of the Null Stone's true power. Once I have learned how to unleash its full potential, such demons shall be consumed like gnats caught in a bonfire. So you're telling me our secret weapon ain't ready for battle? You might as well be wielding the blunted sword. Might I remind you that this blunted sword stung our foe sufficiently to free the Lady Parrot, a result we could not have achieved with your blustering words alone. I was ready to flee without Radlia, things took a turn for the worse. But you're right. You had the presence of mind to take advantage of my bluff, and it was your actions that saved her in the end. Meh. We'll take it. What is the next quest here? Oh gosh, I need to find my notepad or notes to see what the quest is to accept the next one. I feel like this is the right series, but I honestly need to make sure. Hopefully this has the right information for me. Hopefully I click the right thing. Okay, yeah, this is fine. Freedom for our skies. We might be waiting a while before Radlia finally decides to wake up. But not so long that you've got time to flit away on some other adventure. Come join me in my quarters, and we can ask her a few questions as soon as she's ready to talk. Okay. Let's do that, I suppose. there, Arya. Might as well make yourself comfortable while we wait on Radlia. Besides, after fighting through them ruins, I'll wager you could use the rest. Where's the rest of my crew? Surely there were other survivors. Tell me, Radlia, what drove you to risk exploring old Mhach? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found the book. We were looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome, had passages inside the Void Ark, and a powerful relic called the Null Stone. A tome inscribed by a Mhach sorcerer, mayhap? Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1,500 years have faded its pages. There is much that remains illegible, but what my darling cutthroat tonight could decipher suggests it was written by a mage of exceptional status. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With that ship under my command and the mysteries of Mhach in my possession, I had thought to crown myself Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky parrot? What manner of queen can't even keep her own crew alive? Radlia, is it not? Would it be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Void Sent who slaughtered your comrades? I was going for comrades and comrades and kind of muddled. Of course I want revenge! That hell-spawn shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. You're not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the talent strength to ours? What strength? The way things are right now, I doubt I could keep the peace in the monastery. This has not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the dregs that are left are scarce sharp enough to be called talons. Did you leave your spawn back in the ruins, Radlia? You've had your wings clipped and no mistake, but that's no reason to give up on the life. Give up the life. I thought we'd rescue the sky parrot, not some cur that turns tail when her pack ain't there to fight for her. I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill, but I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just be sure to make that bastard pay. Hey, Furball. How quickly do you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. You sent that one fiend squealing in fear, but that ain't enough. From what you've told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're going to take on the Shadow Queen. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best, be that research or blade work. Overdoing it is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. I'll decorate my walls with voids and heads if I have to. The sky should belong to no one. Meanwhile... Flap, 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 flap. The Null Stone hath fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diablos. I shall personally wring each and every one of their scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadows hath ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon mine ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. That should be the end for this patch. Yeah, considering they just booted me out to the Sea of Clouds. I think it's safe to say that. Yep. Alright, so I guess that does it for patch 3.3. I don't have the Nidhogg mount yet, but oh well. I at least did the fights. That's what matters. So yeah, I guess next time we'll go ahead and move on to patch 3.4 story. Woo! We're getting there, we're getting there. Yeah. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps her keep doing content like this and more. You can find the links for that in the description, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt. Signing out. Peace. Bye. Adios. I run out of languages off the top of my head. Bye.